Hey Scorpio, we're going to do your May 2024 intuitive tarot readings. I'm MJ. Nice to be here with you. I'm happy to be here with you. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, hello, my lovers. So, Scorpio, divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention with these tarot readings, a way to get to know you all. Oh, that one's popping out. Scorpio, divine guidance and loving clarity for the month of May 2024. There's some pretty big shakeup energy here. Tower moment, death card, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're having to have meetings, or like having a meeting with an accountant or finance person. Genuinely just feels like getting together with a couple other people and discussing how to move forward from here with what we've got. Let's get a energy on the death and the tower moment. This is what you're dealing with to me in the present moment. Like, it could be that there's I'm hearing like certain endings that you know are coming. I'm feeling a bit of resistance, but there's also this, it does feel like a big change, like you're wanting to make a move. I feel like maybe there's been a fair while where you've been emotionally unclear, not sure what to do. I get a sense of even like trying to deny it, trying to like not go there, not look in that direction, like, oh God, I just don't want to tend to that thing. I don't want to deal with that thing. That could be part of the tower moment, is that the tower moment, again, it's often destabilizing, but it's always for the best. And the fact that there's the Seven of Cups reverse, I'm like, I feel like there's some stuff that's gone on that's been destabilizing, that's been like worrisome, that's been transformative. And it might just be that this month is when you just finally start to feel some real sense of inner power. That means clarity of direction in moving forward. Because you're putting down some roots with regards to a certain amount of stability financially. Yeah. Really potent manifestation energy here, Scorpio, as far as like you are having a complete transformation. At the same time, there's a level of awareness with regards to like having stability in your community, in your working relationships, in your familial dynamics. So there's this sort of real sense of wanting that stability, wanting that security and that trust with regards to the roots and the foundations that you're laying for your future. And it might just be that there's things you're facing in the very recent past, or even in the here now, where you're like, things you're manifesting are coming in, but it's possibly coming in an unexpected way, which questions your faith or makes you doubt for a moment. It makes you feel like everything's, oh, fuckadoodles, everything is going to shit, nothing's coming off, like you're really being tested here. Because what you're manifesting is definitely a more joyful life with those stability anchors. So this, for a lot of you, this is the home and family. This is being able to have a happy home life while you're working, while you're manifesting. That's, pardon me, often why we need those specific central support networks, because they foundationally help us grow. And that means growing with enough root to keep expanding, right? Like, I guess that's my interpretation too, of increasing awareness of trauma and how that affects our brain and affects our perspective and outpouring of the world, is that we don't know it. We don't know we're in it. We don't know we're doing that until we do, until something, we go, whoa. Like, oftentimes as young people, we might start drinking and partying. We don't, you know, and then when that partying or that abuse, or rather when those substances start to take on a kind of distorted or very worrisome or troublesome or painful effect, that's often what brings us to healing, brings us to question her point of attraction, or question why we're doing the things that we're doing. When I'm saying that, Scorpio, I actually feel like you've likely been through that. You've gone through a death process. You've gone through a transformational like release, which is bringing you to a new, more powerful point of attraction. And yet there's always this real authenticity, integrity, and groundedness that is sort of very practical and realistic with regards to the opening up of new manifestation from a place of greater power and authority within ourselves. So anything that hasn't changed, or anything that you're like, why, I wonder how that's going to happen, or I'm curious about how that's going to grow, be aware that it could come through a bit of a tower moment. And that, again, might be uncomfortable, might be a bit of a shock. Tower moments are like often things that come into our awareness where we really have no idea until it happens, and then it's like, holy shit. And this is very likely to feel a bit like whir, because the death card is really me going, it's like telling me you're coming out of this really deep transformational cycle, and then another like, whoa, this thing happens, testing the strength, testing your, I guess is also like testing your faith and commitment to what you're manifesting. Because you are manifesting. This is Seven of Cups, or Seven of Pentacles is like manifestation supreme, like putting things, like putting those seeds in the ground, knowing that they're going to bear fruit, knowing that they're going to expand. And this is part of like that patience energy, knowing things are coming off. But in the interim, there's likely to be this moment of being tested. Do you really believe in yourself? Do you really believe that you are the power, that you are the creator, that the seeds you've planted are going to come off? I do think so. Like, I'm feeling that way for you. A lot of 7. Now we have a 777. So I might want to look up. There is an aspect of completion with 7s. Moving into greater mastery, overcoming a lot of difficulty, breaking free from certain delusions or barriers as well. Breaking free from certain delusions or barriers that would have once held us, right? Hence death process, with the final shakeup of a tower, where it's like anything, any delusional things, any energetics within you that are limiting you from manifesting what you've been intending to manifest, are like smacking us in the face. Just be aware. And that's part of having community. 3 of Pentacles is like, there might be and then it's like, allow yourself time to heal, allow yourself time on your own if need be, and also reach out and lean into those few. This is 3, so that tells me there's 2 other people that we can really trust, that we can really lean into. That's often all we need, a small handful, right? So there are these people around you that want to support you, that are here for you. You do know that, but I think there's also a sense of also needing time on your own with the Hermit. You're needing perspective, especially with a tower moment off the back of a big transformation, and or for some of you, actual losses, right? We're grieving, we've lost certain people, and that has absolutely transformed us. So we're kind of moving forward, and then there's a few more little shakeups that might destabilize or might question your faith, might call into question, like, am I really capable of this? What, you know, am I really going to take the key and make this move happen? Or am I really going to claim the key and know my manifestations are coming true? Let's get a few more layers here. For some of you, the death card has been representative of breaking free from a codependent relationship, more than likely, with an earth sign, possibly younger than you, or less mature, or somebody who had less money than you. You might have been like feeding that, or there might have been some sort of entanglement. Justice is that's part of maybe why, I mean, for some of you, I'm hearing this person might have ghosted you or just suddenly disappeared, and hence death, where you were like, but this wasn't the legit. There maybe they were suffering with like hardcore addictions, or like things were going on that you couldn't see. So you're like, okay. And then, but this is really bringing you to greater justice, Scorpio. For some of you, I feel like this is also connected, one, to your manifestation, but it has a lot to do with your creativity. Yeah, but that's part of all these shakeups and changes or healings, right? Or freedom breaks, big, big transformational energy is bringing you to this real practical groundedness, just a few people you trust, doing your work, planting your seeds, digging in deep to trust yourself and to trust your power and trust what you're creating, because you've actually really broken free. And maybe for some of you, you've broken free from addiction, or you've broken free from certain self-sabotaging experiences, or even you've broken free from not believing in yourself. You've broken free from that kind of devil energy in our own mind, where it would have us believe that we're not capable of doing what it is that we're doing, or what it is that we want to do. Because there is a sense of the seeds you're planting, wanting to create more functional joy in your life, as in, yeah, healthy, regular, celebratory, coming together with friends. This honeymoon energy to me is really the kind of energetic foundation of balance, and thus creating more sustainable longevity for having a joyful, maybe joyful is a bit high pitched, but like a kind of fulfilling life. And of course, the fulfilling life comes with support. Let's get some final messages for Scorpio, divine guidance and loving clarity. What are the final messages for Scorpio in this reading for May 2024? A little bit of withdrawal time. For some of you, there could be stuff that come again, faith being tested, a tower moment, coming off big. There's definitely bound to be some emotional storms. There's going to be a few moments of like, why has you forsaken me? And thus, yeah, 12th house, alignment, inner voice, hermit card. Scorpio, for some of you, it's super duper important that you take some time out this month and really allow yourself that time to go within, introspection, withdrawal, go within. Give yourself that space to really release the things that you're not going to want to take with you into your future, because you're really claiming some power here, which is warranted. There's some beautiful things that you're obviously manifesting, but it looks like before those seeds really start to sprout, before you start to see some of those things come through, there's something here about the drama, the big changes that might be going on around you. The more you can believe in yourself and sort of unapologetically take time out to rest, to meditate, to create, to ponder, to reflect, right? Those inner journaling, writing, processing emotions as and when they come up. This is what I feel, this real depth of quietude, and this probably goes for a lot of the signs in these energies, but go within, get grounded, get aligned, get in that good feeling space. Be willing to really detach from a lot of the stuff going on, to allow yourself, one, that inner perspective from the higher self, to know and trust the sure footing as you move forward, because the faith is being tested for you to enact a more powerful kind of existence with what you're manifesting. And I want to say it is beautiful, it is grounded, it's supportive, it's family oriented, it's and there's something that you have energetically broken free from. It's almost like you've broken free from some prisons, or you've broken free from injustices as well. Maybe some codependencies, maybe some addictions. There's a couple of people in your life, Scorpio, here that are really like tight, a support system. And it's like energetically now you're like, okay, this is it. I'm not going to wobble back. I'm not going to go back to devil energies. I'm not going to get too, invested into other people's drama or stuff going on. If people are leaving or if things are ending, I'm just going to accept it and stay committed, hence the potential need to withdraw or lean into just some really specific, clear connections where you withdraw, get perspective, and then recommit to some of these seeds you've planted. because it's all there, but there's some sort of emotional clearing or purging or stuff that needs to happen to allow you to fully step into that power point. Going within, a lot of going within, introspection, and then trust, like you hold the key, you're the creator, hence the going within of like what's really going on and what are you projecting forward. Yeah, because the tower moment's likely to kind of shake things up a bit and destabilize the direction you thought for a moment you might have been going in, and going, oh, actually I might just want to stay put, or I might want to get these few things, these few details, like reflect. I might need to reflect on a few of these details before, certainly before committing to like other people's stuff for now. Because I think there's things coming through for you that warrant you kind of slowing down, taking time to tend to those details. I'm hearing like before making a grand entrance, or before maybe some of you are launching something, before you kind of really put something out into the world. This is quite powerful, a little bit turbulent, right? Like when it's like that, but well, it's true. Like sometimes we have more calm phases, but yeah, there's some powerful energies. But Scorpio, you're a powerful fixed water sign. You know, there's a lot of depth, there's a lot of wisdom and power. And it's like, do not fear. If there's anything you thought, oh no, what if I don't have the power? It's almost like life will show you how. Like this, if there's things that are making you weaker that you're not aware of, that's what tower moments are about. Tower moments will like shake us to the core, but for good reason. That's this Jupiter Uranian conjunction in Taurus, right? So that's opposing some of you with your sun rising or whatever placements you have in Scorpio. So there's no doubt that this is going to be opposing, that there's going to be some maybe clashes, right? But again, anything that's being bussed up and shaken up, there's a reason for it. So the more we can be still, the more we can be like the eye of the storm when everything seemed like it might be going mental, crazy. Stay grounded, know your worth. I'm hearing, and for some of you, there's probably even just a few seeds you've planted, things you want to do, things you want to create, experiences you want to blah blah, money you want to make, whatever it might be. There's things here that keep looping in that you're like, this is it, this is the one that I'm going to focus on. I'm going to tend to that plant, I'm going to tend to that one, to ensure certain things are going to kind of root themselves into your existence. Yeah, powerful reading here. Let's close her down. Thank you so much, Scorpio, and I will see you guys next month. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Check out all the stuff at Ultra Love. You can stay in the loop by subscribing to my website, ultralove.com, and you can check out the merchandise, check out the online courses, check out the book. And if you want to work with me, feel free to book a session. All right, you guys have an awesome month. Take care, Scorpio.